friends, so Sofa Yoga for absolutely anybody, but especially if you have some mobility issues, getting down on the floor is simply not an option, maybe you're in a wheelchair. This is, as I said, very general, so if there are any movements which don't feel right to you, the rule is if it hurts or doesn't feel right, just don't do it. Okay, because this we're all very unique, and what is possible for one person is not for another, so just take from it what your body allows. So we're going to begin very, very simply getting our posture correct, which is also one of the hardest things, because sitting a lot means that our posture muscles get quite weakened. So we're going to begin just lightly resting your hands on your knees at the front. And one thing that we can do which will really help strengthen is just resistance, and you can just push against your own body to build strength in your muscles. And so we're going to do that to start with. So just rest your hands on your thighs, and we want to lift our chest. So you're going to push down and lift up that chest. Now what happens? The shoulders come into the ears, and we don't want that either. So you're going to shrug the shoulders back down as far as they'll go, so that you can almost feel the shoulder blades trying to meet together. And then just press gently on the thighs as you pull those shoulders down. So you're pulling in two directions. You're pulling the shoulders down, so you've got a nice long neck, crown of head to ceiling. So you're always trying to have your head straight up. And then as you do so, and as you push more into your thighs as strong as you can, pull the shoulders down, push down with your thighs, and as you push down, your body rises up. Okay, so just pushing, getting tall. If you're finding this quite tiring, don't be surprised it is. And now, the second part to a good posture is your stomach. So pull your belly button in as strongly as you can. Pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. Pushing down, pull those shoulders down, press down. If you get a bit of a shake, that's really good. So keep crushing it in, pressing down, press down the shoulders, push the crown up to the ceiling, pushing down to push yourself up. Push a little longer and release. So these are the muscles that you want to cultivate, especially if you are really having to be quite sedentary quite a lot. So we need to get our breathing correctly, because your breath on the exhale tells your nervous system release, relax. So if you want to increase your flexibility, your exhales are telling your brain to let go, so that you can get a deeper stretch and you can increase your flexibility. So to do our breath, we're going to combine what we've just been doing, and we're going to do it with the breath. So on your breath in, roll your shoulders down, get your hands in position, pull the belly button in. On your exhale, push down, pull the belly button in. Breathe, release. Exhale, push down, pull the shoulders down, pull the belly button in, crown of head to the ceiling. And release. And on an exhale, push down, shoulders down. Crunch that belly in strongly as you can. You must be really feeling those posture muscles. And release. We're going to continue that. If you find that you can't inhale and exhale for as long as that, that's fine. Just adjust to what suits your breath. And over time, you'll get accustomed to being able to breathe for longer. So, breath in. Exhale, press, pull that belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, press down, pull those shoulders down, pull the belly button in. Release. Inhale. By the way, it's fine to hold the breath or stay empty between the breath in and out. And what I mean is, take a breath in, then you're holding it in, and then you can exhale. And then as you've pushed all the air out of your tummy, you stay empty, release, and then take a breath in. Exhale, press down, press down, press down, pull that belly button in, pull those shoulders down, don't forget those shoulders. So at this point you're probably out of breath, but you find actually you're okay, still holding the belly button in. And then when you release, you take your breath in. And do that as much as you like. It's very tiring, but it just goes to show how tiring it is when your body gets a bit weakened by being sedentary. And by having the crown of head always pointing up, it means your neck is in alignment with your shoulders, which means you're not getting that pull on the back of the neck, which makes your neck so achy, which makes your shoulders achy. So just having your body up in a straight line without being into the sofa makes a big difference. It will make your back much more comfortable. You'll be able to breathe more because your chest is able to be open, and you'll get stronger in your core, which is something we all want. So we're going to take these principles and we're going to start working on our belly button, our stomach. So again, still resting your hands wherever they can rest, wherever you're able to be, but a little bit of pressure helps if you're able to press down. And incidentally, just the resistance pressing thighs to arms is strengthening the arms too. So it's probably where you get tired, but just do what you can do. So shrug those shoulders back down. By the way, you're probably thinking, why is she wearing this attractive scarf? Because we're going to be using it. So just take a breath in, exhale, push up. Now what we're going to do is crunch in our belly button. So squeeze your belly button in strongly and release. Breathe in. On an exhale, crunch the belly button in strongly as you can. Just squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you'll find if you push against your thighs, it will really help engage. And release. Take a breath in. Exhale, crunch in the belly, press the thighs, crunch, crunch, crunch in. You're welcome to round the back as much as you like on this one because you're really pulling the core in. But push into those thighs, push into those thighs. And breathe in. Exhale, crunch in the belly, push into those thighs, crunch, 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 crunch. Really pull in and push down on those thighs. Keep the chin tucked as well. And release. And we'll do one more time. So remember, I forgot to mention earlier, but tuck the chin in as well so you get a stretch. Your back is starting to curve. If I swivel sideways, you'll see what I mean. So it will be pressing down, and on a crunch, just pushing down, tucking that chin, crunching the belly button, but push, 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 push down on the thighs and release. Good. Do that as many times as you like throughout the day. So I forgot to mention, but have a scarf or a belt or anything handy. Pause the video if you need to nip off and get one. Cool. So I'm assuming you're all now back and you have a scarf or something, which is just anything for a little bit of resistance. And you may not find you need it, just see how you go. So ideally your feet are firmly planted if you're able to. You've got that lovely posture. So our tendency, and everyone does this, is to sit like this. So with an arch here, it's really bad on the back. And with the yoga, you're going to try and use it for really pull those abs in, and that will start straightening that back so it's no longer hunched. So shoulders back and down, squeeze the abs in. Now grabbing the scarf, we're going to do a lovely stretch over the shoulders. And you might find that you're quite comfortable to link your fingers like that. And that's fine. If you're comfortable locking fingers, then do that. If your hands don't like to do that, can't do that, see if you can hold on to something. You don't have to grip it too hard, but just to bring your arms in line so they line up with the shoulders. And what we're going to do, just push those arms forward, and at the same time you really want to pull your belly button in because you want to protect the lower back. So as you push towards the screen, push towards me, crunch your tummy in and then tuck the chin so you can't see me anymore. So you're looking down at your lap and you're pushing your hands as far forward as you can. Crunch it in, crunch it in, crunch it in, crunch it in. And then come up and relax. So you should get a nice stretch all across here. You really want to use that stomach muscle to really protect that lower back. I'm going to shift you sideways just so you can see it better, but you stay as you are because this is a bit of a compromised position. So if we're holding, just loosely holding whatever you've got to hand, start crunching in the tummy, crunch it in, crunch it in, crunch it in. Now tuck the chin and then just push the arms as forward as they can, keeping them at shoulder height, and really crunch and tuck, and gently come up and release. It's a nice stretch. So in yoga, that would be the cat stretch where you arch your back and get a lovely stretch in the spine. And then the cow stretch is pulling your chest through the arms and upwards. So you'll be arch and up. So that's what we're going to do next. That's a lovely stretch on the spine. So you can still have the cloth here, if you, whatever you've got to hand. You can rest it on your hands. So we're going to start on the in-breath. And on the in-breath, that's when we're pulling our chest. And we're getting a little back arch this time. A little back arch. And you're going to just thrust your chest upwards. So not thinking forward, but going upwards, just pressing up as is comfortable for you. And then on an exhale, you pull in your belly button to squeeze the air out, you tuck your chin and you push those arms forward. And then take a breath in, pull those shoulders down, pull the elbows down, get a little lift in the neck if you want a throat stretch, but you're really trying to push your chest up to the ceiling. And then on an exhale, you're going to crunch in the belly button and push forward, tuck the chin. Once more, breathe in. Chin up, pull those shoulders back and down. Exhale, really crunch in the abs, push forward. Oh, that feels so nice. And breathe in and up. So you're getting some flexion in the spine. Really push up with the chest and exhale. Crunch, 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 crunch. And release. Well done. So in yoga, we aim to have the Ujjayi breath, which simply means you're breathing in a controlled way through your nostrils. And when you breathe through your nostrils, because the air passage is much more narrow than through your mouth, it means you can elongate it. And the longer you can do your breath, the deeper you can hold that stretch. And so your body will stretch more deeply. So it's also incredibly good if you suffer from anxiety, because it really helps soothe and calm down your nervous system, calms down the brain. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about that, do a little bit of practice. So we're going to breathe in through our nostrils. Hold it. And now slowly release it through the nose. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Release through the nose. Now you might be trying to blow strongly through the nose, very nose clearing, but if you're able to, the Ujjayi breath, you breathe through the back of the throat. And what this simply means, as you're pushing the air, more like you're trying to push it down onto your back of your throat than you're pushing it out of your nose. It comes out of your nose because your mouth is closed, but it feels like on the exhale you're trying to push the air back down. Okay, so you take a breath in and exhale. Take a breath in, hold the breath, exhale. And breathe in again. And exhale. And relax. What happens when the longer you use your breath, you're actually able to expand your chest more, which will stretch those muscles there, increase your oxygen intake, tone the muscles here. So it's beneficial not just for calming and anxiety, it's actually what our bodies are built to do that level of breathing. So all those breath muscles are also posture muscles. So working on the two together will have a benefit for both. So now we're going to add a stomach pulling. So take a breath in, hold the breath, and in order to exhale the air, you're going to pull your belly button in, but you're going to keep your mouth closed so the air comes out your nostrils. Keep pushing that out, pulling the belly button in till you're completely empty. Then take a breath in. Swell that chest. Then on an exhale, really pull the belly button in. Pushing through the nose and really crunch, 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 crunch. Allow the whole body to deflate. Pushing all the air out the nostril. Breathe in. Hold that breath. And exhale, start crunching in that belly. Pushing the air up through the nose. One more time. Breathe in, sit tall. Pull your shoulders down. Exhale, start with the belly button, start pulling it in, pushing it air out through the nose. Pull, pull, pull the belly button in. And come back to normal. Now what we're going to do, we're going to combine that way of breathing with the cat and cow stretch that we've just been doing. So, scarves at the ready. Again, you don't have to, if you haven't got the scarf, just push your hands forward, that's fine. I find the advantage of holding something is you kind of, because you can pull against it, you can stretch against something, so you get a bit of a deeper stretch, but it's not essential. So take our breath in. So we're going to hold our breath before we exhale, and that holding the breath, when you do exhale, gives you a greater relaxation than if you just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So that holding, that moment of stillness, will really, it gives time for the oxygen in your lungs, but it also really, really, really helps relax down and relax into your stretch. So take a breath in. So pulling the shoulders down, pushing the chest up, upwards, pin those shoulder blades back, hold the breath, and then on an exhale, start with the belly button, start pushing in the belly button, pulling it in as you push forward with the arms, tuck the chin. Breathe in, come up to sitting. Pin those shoulders back so you're holding that breath, and then on an exhale, you're going to tuck the chin, crunch the belly, really squeeze it in and push those arms forward. Oh, lovely stretch. And breathe in, come up, all through the nose, pull those shoulders back. And exhale, crunch it in, and push forward, push forward, push forward. And one last time, breathe in. Pin those shoulders back and down, chest high as it will go. And slowly exhaling through the nose, pull the belly button in, pull the belly button in, and push forward. Tuck the chin, push, push, push. and come back to seating. If you got through that, well done. These are really useful practices, and that breath that we've just been going through and that flexing of the spine are some basics that the rest of your yoga practice can include. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to my channel. It makes such a difference, and it will enable me to be able to carry on making these free workouts for everyone.